So I'm lucky because I grew up speaking Thai with my parents. When I was younger, I came home, I think kindergarten or something, and I told my mother I don't want to speak Thai anymore. And she's like, no, if you don't speak Thai, I won't speak to you. Because she's like, I'm Thai. So I've always spoken Thai at home, so I've been able to keep that side of me. And then we'd always come back on vacation every year, so I was always quite close to my family in Thailand, so I'd come back every year. But when it came time to move, when I came and moved back, it was kind of a culture shock. I went to middle school in Thailand for a couple of years when I was in 7th and 8th grade. Even though it was very short, I feel like it was a very pivotal point in my life. So I was able to absorb a lot of Thai cult, being a Thai teenager, Yeah. And then I went back to the U.S. and I was I forgot about my Thai part, and I was like an American teenager. But I think as I got older, these two things mesh, and they combine into one culture. When I was younger, I had the same issue, but you're always soul searching. Am I Thai or this? But as I got older, I realized that you are who you are. I really disagree with labels. Everything is very labeled, black, white, Thai, everything. Most people they need that sense of comfort to relate. They're saying, "Oh, you're Thai," or you understand. But in actuality, everybody has a different background. So I think that I prefer not to attach myself to those labels, and just kind of accept who I am as an individual. I would say probably one of my most inspirational models or people I follow is probably the ninth King of Thailand. It's actually his birthday today too. But my mother, she used to tell me a lot of stories, and I did a lot of reading about just how he grew up and how he was just very talented. He would study music and study art and photography. He always had a camera on him. He spoke several languages. He was just very well educated, very open. And also, very, he would go out in the farm, in the mountains. I love going into nature. He would go up in the nature and he would, teach people about irrigation and water. I just love that lifestyle of just kind of being in nature and with people and meeting different cultures. That I would say as an individual, is one individual that I respect and I use as inspiration. And I also, I like to read a lot. So there's a lot of there's always ideas from different people. I read a lot of Buddhist books, and obviously Buddha and different Buddhist scriptures and monks, and I read science books with scientists and Einstein and just different books about chefs. Everybody in the world for me is inspiring. Everybody who has passion. So basically, anybody who is passionate about what they do is someone who inspires me. I think for me the most important thing is failing. I think I've always been okay with failure. When I fail, obviously it sucks, but I think I've always been okay with kind of moving forward, failing and then just kind of giving it another try. So I think I would just tell young people, people tend to think too much about things. When I grow up, I want to do this, I want to do this, or I really want to try this, I want to try mountain climbing, I want to try this, but they never get to do it because they're afraid they can't do it. So my advice for anybody who's younger is just do it. You just have to go out and try things. You might like it and you might not like it. So if you don't like it, you move on. And you might do well or you might not do well. If you don't do well, either you try again or you try something else. So I think that's probably the best advice I can get. I've failed a lot in my life.
เขาไม่ได้เข้าใจเราจริงๆ